Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to VRML. I'm Palidore. I'm not only casting, I'm streaming. Hopefully it holds up. That's partially why we're here on VRML 3, because I'm a little bit nervous. But nonetheless, we're starting off this game soon with a TOXN and Inertia. And yeah, joining me on the cast here today for his, I do believe, first cast of Season 2, it's Shepard.
Hey everybody, how you doing? Let's get this on the road, shall we?
Yes, we shall. All right, so see some people joining us there in the chat. See Monster Man saying, "Let's go!" And hey, Palidore, changed my name. Hold on, I actually got to get this round thing up. That would help.
It never hurts, does it?
Yeah, you can go on the website and fix that stuff. But anyway, on your profile, I believe there should be a way. Over
on
here,
the initial joust here, TOXN taking the disc away, stunning the goalie out and bringing it in for the easy 2-pointer. Just strong start to the match here. Knight bringing it in there with the assist of his team there by Echo Cameron.
And
pretty strong start.
First 2 points right up there. Oh, does it say week 1? Where does it say week 1? Oh, it says it in the title. Interesting. Okay, well, we'll fix that later. Thanks for the heads up, Princess. And, all right, here we go. So the first goal going there favor TOXN. We just saw them yesterday. We're maybe about to see another play, and there it is. From 3 at that, it's Titan.
Titan, TOXN, they're making that recovery off the mistake of Inertia on that QB, just able to grab that disc and put it in for that easy 3, claiming that mistake.
Yeah, nice job there to get the second goal in just the first minute. TOXN, yesterday we saw them on VRML Channel 1. They faced off against Fox Force 5, and what was a super impressive effort there against some veteran players from them. So I was super intrigued to be able to cast this one and see what happens this time against Inertia, another newer team who's definitely shown some promise as well.
Absolutely. Inertia clearing it out there. It's just going to be a regrab race to see who can get there faster, but it looks like TOXN is already down here and Inertia hasn't even left their side yet.
And Light has come with the disc. Light just trying to maneuver around and evade the defender there. And one thing I was impressed by yesterday watching this team here, TOXN, their comms. Now, I have it muted for the stream today just because it's so good. They're on top of everything.
Ooh, neat VR, taking that missed a clear and putting it in for the 3. Bring it to an even close game now.
Yeah, you know who else is good? Well, Inertia. So neat VR, V-neat, very neat. In fact, they've been streamed a few times here for Inertia. And yeah, one of them were a local game that I had recorded because of my connection issues. But all the ones that I've seen of them, they've had these close games. They've impressed, and it's been fun.
Yeah, it seems like this is going to be another one of these close games today here. As Inertia's stealing that disc back, going for the clear, just bouncing it off double there on their side, trying to get it out, but TOXN's able to recover it once again into the hands of Echo Cameron, trying to find the pass to his teammate Titan there. Just slowing it down, getting set up, taking their time, doing exactly what they should be doing.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. Exactly these passes. Look at that. Echo Cameron assisted by Knight, but off of the good reset to the back line. I love the patience.
That was smooth. They executed that. They knew what they wanted to do, and they did it perfectly.
Yeah, absolutely. Great job on the behalf there of TOXN, and let's see how Inertia comes back with a rebuttal.
Inertia's been losing points here off the joust. Let's see if they're able to get it down there and get it in the hands of their own teammates and be able to bring it back here. Just missing that pass, though, but that disc is going narrowly close to that goal. But Knight's able to recover it, trying to find that clear. Does get it off his side.
Yeah, and
let's see who's going to be able to converse.
Well, it looks like they have a chance. I mean, there's a slice, very tough angle, and they're going to barely miss it. And rebound here now for, neither of them apparently slips past their hands and gets stolen by Knight. So Knight checking behind, but stolen by Musi.
That is a very tough shot that Knight tried to take, and it was very close too.
Yeah, absolutely. But they still have another chance at offense right here.
Titan reclaiming it, passing it to Light has come, going to Knight for the 2-point goal. The passing by TOXN here is just on point.
Yeah, exactly, and the ability to recover. They got the disc back. They already had a person there, Knight, on the nest, in position for a pass. That's kind of the thing you don't expect necessarily to see from newer teams in the league, and we've seen it from, again, Inertia as well across the games that I've casted of theirs. So that's why both of these teams are pretty impressive new rookie prospects among VRML.
The new teams are learning so quickly, it's scary.
It really is. Now, Titan with a disc, just a gentle pass right on over. Part of me is super tempted to just unmute these comms for like a split second just to give the stream an idea, but nonetheless, Echo with a disc here.
Yeah, no, just a missed pass there. Inertia trying to recover, but goes into the hand of Knight, going for a pass to nobody there. Looks like Musi is going to be able to reclaim that and send it down for the long shot. Just high, though.
Barely missed there off the
Barely
speedy
missing.
stacks coming in. We'll have to get rid of that rather quickly, and we'll be recovered here by the J Train in the back. And just another slap, and back to the hands here of TOXN, who are up now 6 points. There's still 3 minutes left, or sorry, 5 minutes left just about, and only halfway through the round.
However, Inertia holding on to possession of the disc there. Musi trying to find that pass, but Light has come, has stolen it once again. He brought the Light. Trying to find that pass to his teammate just ahead of it, but Titan's still able to recover it. Trying to find that pass, getting set up there, going to teammate Echo Cameron, who's going to look for that. Just holding onto that disc, trying to find his teammate, trying to find that pass, which he does up to Titan there.
And Titan's going to drive, but have it stolen by Musi. Still right back to Knight, though, so the positioning good here from TOXN. They're going to drive in. Actually, just a mishandling, but they'll still get the disc back for just a moment. And taken out there barely. A second attempt. No,
Off
denied
the
again.
head.
Whether it's the head, the hands, the body, I'm so impressed here. One more attempt now to the nest, and look at the just patience. They found that passing play despite all the disarray, and they got themselves, at the end of it, an easier open goal.
Yeah, that pass really worked out well for them there. Just calling it out, just finding other teammates, and just taking advantage of the disarray around the net. Oh,
so a restart there. Do not have, again, the comms unmuted, so I'm not sure what the deal is, but that will be apparently a timeout here for one reason or the other. Maybe if you unmute them on your end, you can give me an idea, but either or, we'll see how this goes.
I'm trying to find out why they did a rematch. I have it unmuted and just listening to see if they say anything.
All right, well, we'll see.
I think they're just having some technical difficulties.
Gotcha. All right, well, we'll see how that pans out. I suppose I'll put up the timer here.
They might be switching server, actually.
Oh, well, that's
there's
unexpected.
ping problems.
Let's see
It's
here.
ping problems.
All right, so I see, yeah, one of their players there with the over 100 there. Still underneath the ping cap, that is to say, but, you know, a little bit high all around, and there's a spike. Well, how about that? Not very nice. So
yeah, that's why they're trying to convince them to switch.
Right. Well, we'll see how this plays out here. I mean, we got the timeout taken. See, Cabbage Wrecker there following the channel. Thank you. Of course, I'm sure for some of these followers, I've probably thanked you before or noticed it before because, you know, we have a few different channels here. So the way we're optimizing kind of in Season 2, or at least trying to, it's just kind of tentative, but keeping a lot of the prime time stuff on Channel 1, you know, the prime hours or times where you can get kind of these big blocks of matches and such. So that way when people get the notifications for Channel 1 specifically, they know that there's probably some really hyped up matches or there's a lot of matches in a row, so it's not just going to be a one-off. Now, reason I'm here on Channel 3 is just because, as I mentioned, I'm not sure how this is going to work in terms of my internet. Been good so far. I was just a little bit nervous for my first stream back, so.
Aiden VRS in chat, is it weird that I'm following all three channels? No, it's not. It's probably weird that I'm not following all three channels, and I need to correct that.
Yeah, we've had a third channel, to answer Zenny Dude there, we've had a third channel since pre-season 1, November.
Yep.
We
just never used it.
We've used it a few times, but not too often, mainly because there were very few times in pre-season 1 and season 1 where there were, you know, 3 overlaps or 3 available cams and casters all in the same time slot. So didn't get used all that much, but
It was more for practice and training and testing things out.
yeah, that's kind of one of the ideas as well as we onboard new casters and camera people, things like that. They can use, you know, Channel 3 as either, you know, an overflow channel or, if nothing else, kind of a lower pressure training channel of sorts. Now, just communicating with the teams here, asking if they can switch servers. Yeah, all right. Just letting them know they can. It seems that if both teams want to, then there we go. But yeah, other
They
than
are
that,
allowed.
On Channel 2 just as well, bears mentioning that a game is being casted there by Sir Dimwee and I believe possibly Swift, maybe just Dimwee, but that's going to be, that's Redshift and High Voltage happening at this same time slot here. So, you got your options either way, maybe a little bit of both.
It's always both. That's always the correct answer.
Yeah.
Can never have too much. All right, just waiting on them to swap server here then.
Yeah, so I'll just nix out that timeout button for now. But those joining us, thank you for doing so on either channel. Just taking a look at Channel 2 at the moment. It is, round 2 already. Has it really already been 10 minutes? I guess it has, huh? But yeah, it looks like Redshift took the first round there, and second round still 7.5 minutes left, and just a 2-point lead for Redshift. So for those who want to shift to Channel 2, it's all up there available for you while we do recollect here and find ourselves a new server. So bear with us. See if I got any invites yet. Not quite, it would seem. So, oh yeah. Either or, have you been checking out some of these matches throughout the last couple of weeks, Shepard? I know I've seen you in some of the chats. Yeah.
I've been popping in and out watching a few, just seeing how some of the new teams are doing because I'm just curious. Just got to follow it up.
Yeah, it's endless curiosity.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like there's so many teams. Now, granted, as a collective casting unit in the first week and a half now, we've casted somewhere in the area of maybe 80% of teams. I know after week 1 it was 70%. So already a lot of representation for sure. But
oh, absolutely. Not every match can be casted though, but it's the goal to do as many as we can.
Yeah. All right. Now looks like I got an invite, so we'll be exiting that out for the moment. And redirect you guys to a score screen. Don't have too much there, granted, but nonetheless, you want to get a look at some of the highlights as we do try and rejoin, and I'll get that up for you to join in a second, Shepard.
All right.
But yes, Aiden's VR in the chat saying, how do you get into the spectator thing? You can either press a button, like in a private match, there's a spectator button, and then you take off your headset. It'll go into that third-person format, God view, whatever you want to call it. Also, it's up for you, Shepard. Let me know.
All right.
And
there we go. Found it. All right, I'm in.
Cool. And yeah, so that's how you do that. You can also use tools like Atlas, or you can append something. I can't really remember. I think spectator stream to the, what do you call it, command prompt arguments, I suppose, when you for the executable file for Echo. I just recommend downloading Atlas, and there's a auto join pub button for spectating, or you can just join spectator directly through there on matches that are hosted.
Yep.
All right.
All right. Just waiting for them to get set. Sounds like they're about to start up again here in a moment.
Yeah.
They got this time up. They got the score back up.
Uh-oh. A little bit confusing here because
they swap sides.
Swap sides. That's interesting.
Oh, that's going to be confusing for me.
All right, well, here we go. We'll at least accommodate on the overlays, but that's going to be a little bit weird. All right. Not the first time it's happened, actually. The first time it happened, from what I recall, and I don't know if you're on it, but it was a flare game.
That was probably my fault, and I apologize.
So just funny little coincidence there, yeah? But,
you can just blame me. It's acceptable. I'll take it. Oh.
Yeah. All right, well, we'll see maybe if this works. There we go. Pardon those delays. We're back into the game, though, and we'll try to not call the wrong side the wrong name.
No promises.
No promises, exactly.
Exactly.
Oh, crash,
though. The reset pass. Oh, the crash, the timing. Hopefully they can get back in before they have to reset again.
Yeah, ideally. Now, granted, there's still only 3:30 left, and the team who crashed, which is to say Inertia here,
is in the lead,
not
so they might
sorry,
not.
TOXN. See, I did it. No promises.
No promises. TOXN, Inertia coming up here. Cool Master Cube trying to find his teammate up there. Finds Muse. Trying to find that cross pass. Now he's just going to try to bring it in himself for the three-pointer. Ducking and weaving and dodging and getting that 3 in. And it looks like they're calling for a restart right now.
Okay, well, that's definitely within their rights.
Yep.
And there it is. All right, so they got the time there. I'll put, once again, the timer up here for you on the screen. But as I say that, maybe don't need to because he's back.
Perfect. They just need to reset the scores now.
And I need to reset where my team names are written on my monitor.
That was an unfortunate crash for TOXN there.
Yeah, definitely. But still in position. I mean, they're going to have disc control. They'll have their 4 players back. 3 minutes left. If they do show that same kind of control, that steady play, not rushing that offense more than necessary at this point, and just play that controlled offense, so they should still be pretty good here. But that said, Inertia is not one to sleep on. They're tough. They're great defenders and brawlers, and they're gonna be coming for those heads right there and trying to knock those discs loose to maybe make this late round run.
Inertia's just building a momentum right now to carry them through. They're building up their inertia.
Yeah, exactly. All right, now that reminds me, probably keep that muted again there, and here we go. So continuing on, thanks for your patience, stream, and we're gonna continue the last 3 minutes of round 1 here.
Coming out of the tunnel, Knight being an Inertia, getting that steal. Moosey taking that long shot, just bouncing it off the shield. Still in control is Neat VR there, just dinging it off that long shot. That would have been huge for them if they had that, but they're still in control, just getting knocked out. J-Train, Titan taking the disc back there. Still in control, doing a self-pass off of Dorito there. Just going for that reset, opting for control rather than an aggressive launch. Going for that long clear / shot. Just off the shield. Titan able to reclaim that disc there, hold on to it for TOXN. Just slow and controlled.
Yeah, and Echo Cameron trying to maintain that. Looking for a pass up to shoulder, but you can see kind of the defense there from Inertia really collapsing and making it very tough. Not giving him a lot of room to maneuver with multiple regrabs there on the steal. And eventually getting back to Knight.
Knight taking that, just trying to walk it up, trying to find that pass from the back there and slamming it in with what seems to be anger, just taking out his frustration there.
Have you ever seen a Knight slam dunk? Because we just did. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, what's the uh-oh for?
This guy. Another crash, so that is...
unfortunate.
Yeah, finish my sentence for me, exactly. Except this time it is on Inertia's side instead of TOXN, so in a sense, just nullifying each other's crashes these last few minutes, but
More or less.
That is super unfortunate there. I'm curious. I would think Inertia maybe would not want to expend the timeout at this point, given that there's about a minute left, but
and they're down by 7.
Yeah.
But J-Train trying to find that long clear there, does get it out, not into the hands right away, but Titan able to find that disc, slow down the play, just opting to find for that pass. Waste some time, exactly.
And
you don't need to rush.
And between rounds, too, just noting on the timeouts, teams can, separately from their timeouts, they can take 5 minutes between rounds, and that's not considered any, any tech timeout or anything like that. So if they need to, they can take a few after this expires. But yeah, at this point, not enough time for a comeback. They're going to go for one more goal and just seal it off with that, 15-6. So TOXN will come away with the first round here.
I love how slow and controlled TOXN is playing. It's just, they're finding their passes. It's just calculated. They're not making mistakes. They're not rushing anything.
Yeah, that's exactly what impressed me yesterday. I've been hearing some good things, definitely kind of through the grapevines and through other casters and whatnot, but they've proven it now 2 days in a row. They are a lot more mature in the team play, the team chemistry than you would expect from just a young team in terms of just how long they've been a team, as one more shot does go through.
Titan just wanting to solidify their lead there.
Yeah, so 17-6 here, this round 1 win after unfortunate issues, a couple of them sprinkling through. First, the server changed because of the ping, and now one crash for each side. Not what you like to see or want to see, certainly, but is what it is. Hopefully they get their player back here. Now, I'm very curious going to this score screen because of the team switching sides. I want to see what exactly it does with the scores, if anything. On the overlay end. Okay, so it looks like it'll just took from the last 3 minutes of gameplay, which makes sense. So,
Unfortunate, but it looks like they're resetting again, but just waiting for them to get back in there.
To get the clocks right and such, since there's no timeout button quite yet. But all right, so I see people coming in a little bit here from I think Channel 2, so Redshift 1. In the 2 rounds, it looks like 22-2 says Ender Chicken in the second, I imagine. All right, so welcome those joining in for the stream here. Indeed, this is Palidore actually camming and streaming a match for once. It's going well so far, no cutoffs. So hey, we might be back in action after 6 days out of it.
Hopefully it stays. Hopefully it sticks.
Yeah, been good so far, so that's definitely a positive sign. Late Toast asking, is this an EU or NA team?
I believe it's NA.
Yes. Or I guess more appropriately, it takes a while to adjust still. Americas, not some, because technically, yeah, if you had South American team who did fall under the ping cap, I mean, they could still be included. So, I mean,
true.
Either or. NA/Americas, it's kind of like we still tend to gravitate towards calling it EU, even though European is probably more accurate now since it's not all EU explicitly.
Ah, yes, Britain.
Mm-hmm.
All right, hopefully we can get this round started here soon. I'm just gonna unmute player comes and see what's going on. Oh, it looks like they're starting.
Yeah, it was
getting ready to go.
It was just that intermission, so you know when you reset the time, sometimes it gives you another 45 or another 60 seconds.
A full
basically. Yeah, that's what happened. So round 2 about to start. And yeah, for those joining us from that other match, that first round was taken there, as you saw, 17-6, and this not being taken by anyone on that first joust until finally J-Train gets along the way. We did have a server change, hence why it's a little bit later than you might expect. But yeah, round 2 starting off here with Musi and, oh my goodness, Knight. The guy with the dunks, the guy keeping the offenses right there just in a funk. And another crash, though, no!
Oh, no.
Makes me very sad. Very, very sad.
Absolutely. Let's see if they'll still be able to pull something out here as they opt for that long clear, trying to find that stack getting out there. Fortunately, it's getting leached, but they're still down there on that side.
Yeah.
But Inertia bringing it back onto the side of TOXN. Knight trying to say no as best as he can as he scrambles back to stop any long 3, but Titan able to claim that disc and just going for that soft reset there.
And just evading through the defense, seeing the brawls coming in from Nita, or at least attempting to, but a good steal from Titan. So despite the fact that they are down 1, which actually, if I recall correctly, did happen in the match yesterday versus Fox Forest 5, just towards the end. But yeah, TOXN looking still under control. Maybe a chance at the offense. Doesn't matter if they're 3v4. They got the passing play over to Knight, and Knight just going to play it very slowly, very patiently, maybe stall if nothing else. But
Just
look at this control. Amazing.
Oh, wow, that was impressive control, especially down a player. That was incredible control there by TOXN.
Absolutely. Now, they do, regardless of the score, they obviously going to want their player back, and hopefully they got all the invites out and what have you, but not being paid, or not being ran against them, basically, against 3v4. It's not often you see that happen, but it just did there, so well done.
Well done, indeed.
I mean, there's still...
Titan able to claim that disc there off that long shot. I guess he didn't see the goalie. Titan just opting to wait for that pass there. But that pass was pressured by Neat VR there, claiming that disc, finding his teammate across the way. Musi bringing it up for a 1v1 situation, getting stunned out before he could do anything with it, though. Trying to find that backwards shot, but J-Train is going to hold on to that disc.
And get it right back, so another chance here. Answering Mr. Nate Bro, not restart. They took their tech timeout already at the beginning, not the beginning, but in the last round, I should say. So that's why there hasn't been one yet, but no rejoin either, which is strange. It's been about a minute and a half at least now. But again, they're not. I mean, they're really not paying for it. 3v4 or not, they're really holding their own here.
Absolutely.
Might have another goal at that, and finally they get their 4th just as they get the score.
That was impressive how they held on to their own there with down a player. Just slow, controlled passing really paid off for them. They played just slow and passively to the point where it just paid off.
Yeah, I think with Inertia, the only thing they could have done differently in that whole situation, maybe just getting getting some stacks together and just
Being aggressive.
Yeah, like either locking on that one-on-one defense or just being aggressive and not letting them be patient from outside that that bubble, because they were really patient with it once they got the disc, and it eventually got them the breakaway goal that second attempt. But you can see 3 players, 4 players, doesn't matter. They're very well spaced and are not afraid to just play it really carefully.
No, just slow, controlled passing, trying to find his teammate there. Light has come, getting stunned out by the J train, picked up by Musi, finding that clear down to the other side. As TOXN looks like they're going to get there first with their stack.
Yeah, they certainly will. There's one player there trying to cut off the disc down below. Titan getting it over to the hands of Knight, and Knight will work it up the floor now, fairly uncontested, and more passing, side to side.
Just a little bit of a mispass there, but still able to recover it as Knight, trying to find his teammate there off the head of J-Train, however. Still able to recover it, though. Not a turnover just yet.
And J-Train still trying as he might to show his might with all those stuns. Meanwhile, Echo Cameron, Neat VR, trying to chase the disc down, but Cameron will be there first. Already has a cutter in mind, but the Geo had something else in mind, just denying the cross pass.
Oh, those corners, they sneak up on you.
And sneaking up on him with a stun, it's Cameron.
Cameron taking that disc, trying to find that pass, that bounce pass off the ceiling. However, trying to find his teammate there, but the Geo says no, just bounces off, unable to grab it. However, the disc is going narrowly close to TOXN's goal there. Let's see if they'll be able to recover and get it out in time.
Well, looks like they will, at least initially. A fling just past the wingspan of a J-Train, so instead they're going to be forced to look for a boost. But in the very, very deep back line is Inertia. Cool Master Coop playing that kind of perma-goalie role at that moment, and almost a goal. And second attempt, not good either.
Looks like he lost his hand on that shot, which is really unfortunate. But still able to maintain possession of that disc is J-Train, finding his teammate up there on the roof, just missing the pass, however, though. Knight taking it, have the stack ready to go, already going, but unfortunately did not manage to get that regrab, but still has that possession down there.
And the soft touch on the pass, almost getting to Knight, but denied there nicely by Musi. Someone, I dare say, another tech issue maybe? No, it looks like he's back momentarily, but either or, Light has come for the goal, and he gets it through 6 points.
It's always TOXN just holding on possession of that disc, just slowing it down. As soon as they get it down near their goal, they just slow right down. It's really impressive.
Yeah.
Said it before, I'll say it again. I'm just impressed with it.
Very much so. Inertia, though, with still 3:40 left in the second round. They're fighting for that third round to force it, but it's not a hill that's too steep to climb if they just get back in sync. I know at the moment kind of being bothered by the play style here, just looking, I think as chat mentioned, a little bit maybe more out of sync than usual, but that's kind of the rhythm of Echo Arena, and that's going to happen. If they can get a shot there, but they'll not because it's Knight. So he has all the moves in the book. Doesn't matter if it's offense or defense. The Knight's shield getting in the way.
He's the knight in shining armor for TOXN here.
Yeah, exactly. And just a absolutely corrosive force on the defensive end. So Titan will take it right back away with Knight right above his eyes there. Gets it to him. It's just going to be a 1-on-1. Maybe a clever duck. I don't know if it was comms or what, but that was right on point. Perfectly timed.
Perfectly timed duck for that slam duck. Just finding his way through the congestion of players there in the net.
I just can't help but wonder. I mean, so he was going obviously for a bit of a push off or a maneuver off the barrier, but it was just so cleverly timed. Just makes me wonder if there were comms coming in into his ear right before calling a red or something, because that was just, yeah.
I wish I had player comms on for it to hear that, but.
Oh, look at the pass there. It's going to be cut off there by Knight, however. So Knight getting it over to the midfield, taken by J-Train. J-Train's going to be stunned out in a hurry. And Musi in a hurry trying to slap that, but will be slapped back to the hands here of Knight, who will now try and softly pass it over, but
But
just another
Musi able to
turnover here.
intercept that. But Echo Cameron taking that disc, going for that stack, all ready to go there. Fortunately, bounce off the Geo, making it a little bit hard to follow. But there's still that goalie in net, so they just got to take their time, slow it down here, as we've been seeing a lot from them. Echo Cameron trying to find that pass to his teammate, opting for that reset as they just walk it up the field. Unpressured right now, though. So they just have all the time to move up. Titan just walking it up and slamming it in right into the pocket there.
That will be 10 points here for TOXN. So looking to close it out with 1:22 remaining, shutting out Inertia in the second round following that server switch and team switch for that matter. Maybe a lot of factors coming in, obviously, that can break the flow, the rhythm a little bit of any team. But certainly TOXN just showing to be a team who doesn't seem to be really broken too often.
Oh, absolutely. However, restarts and stuff can break your momentum, but pretty quickly and pretty easily, especially if it can just throw you off and just make your synergy just throw it out the window sometimes, and it can be really hard to reclaim that.
Yeah, absolutely. But again, too, in fairness to TOXN, even when they were down a player for a full 2 minutes or so, they still kept control and scored twice off of it for that matter. So
yeah, absolutely.
mental game strong here, without a doubt. That is just very unusual but admirable from this team, as they do go for one more passing play, a little bit out of sync. Might not matter. It's saved out there by Cool Master Coop. Great goalie over the last week and a half.
Oh, absolutely. Those backward shots, when you're not expecting them, be really hard to read, and he just turned around and snatched it out of the air like he knew, like it was meant to be.
Yeah, absolutely. And I like that stack. A double boost there, maybe too fast coming in from V-Neat, so couldn't get there in time for maybe a chance at a score. And as a result, it's 10-0, the 2-round take here from TOXN.
TOXN playing very clean. Not toxic at all.
No, not at all. I was kind of mentioning that with Dimwee and talking about how, because I was listening to the comms yesterday, since I wasn't streaming it, and I was very, very impressed by just how they communicated and things like that. And I was mentioning that to him, and yeah, he had said himself that they're not a team that gets toxic. They play it pretty cool, and you can see that unfold pretty much in any situation. They just roll with it, and so far they've succeeded.
Oh, absolutely. That was for new teams. These guys really are showing promise. Both teams are, actually. Inertia has a lot going for them as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a little bit out of sync in this particular game, but that's more of an anomaly than a constant, because this is, I want to say, maybe the third time I've actually streamed an Inertia game already. It's not fourth. I think third. But either way, every time I've seen them, I mean, the games have been fun. They've been impressive as one of these other rookie teams among the other 100. Definitely one of the standouts. So.
Oh, absolutely.
So, an off game for them, and TOXN, though, just a very on game, certain to say. And, yeah, looking at the stats here, these scores, just mind you that this is basically 13 minutes worth of stats since the server changed, so it's not the full stats, but close enough. We got Knight and Light with 4 apiece over there on TOXN. 5 saves for Knight. Again, talked about that defensive
That's
shield.
impressive.
He was getting it done.
Especially in that 13 minutes. 5 saves in that 13 minutes just shows how many shots were still taken by Inertia, but Knight was able to shut them down.
Yeah, and 4 points for Light, as mentioned, with 17 stuns. You had a Titan with 6 points and 3 stuns, and Echo Cameron with 1 assist, 16 stuns. Over on Inertia's side, it was just the 3 points in the prior round, and again, there were some more points on the board by someone else in that first, but because of the partial stats, couldn't get all of them. But
unfortunately.
But
However, Cool Master Coop still got that really great save near the end there.
Yeah,
Musi got that really good 3-pointer as well. Really impressive stuff.
Yeah, 16 stuns for J-Train, 21 for V-Neat. And overall, just a 2-round sweep still going to TOXN's favor. They're going to improve their record to 3-1 now. Meanwhile, for Inertia here, they're going to go to that 50-50, 2-2, it would seem. So still a good first 2 weeks here for these teams. Looking forward to more streams in the very near future for sure.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm excited to see how these teams grow, what they do, and just how they progress. I want to see where they end up. I'm rooting for them.
Yeah, for sure. So on that note, we're going to close off that stream for now. We'll see what else is on the table for later on. Definitely a lot tonight, so stay tuned. And do remember to follow these channels, including, I know maybe a good handful of you here on Channel 3 haven't actually followed this channel because it is a lesser used one. So give those follows so you can always be up to date and see when we're going live, of course. We'll definitely be on Channel 1 later tonight for some good games. But yeah, so just keep that in mind. But thank you all for joining us here. I've been Palidore. That's been Shepard. This has been VRML Season 2, Week 2. And yeah, be happy, healthy, safe, and we'll see you again really soon.
Have a good one, everyone.